Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rick House Reviews. As always, it is Ryan.
And I am Doug.
And today we're going to get into the newest barrel proof release from Elijah Craig. But before we do, if you guys want to help us out, you can engage the algorithm. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below where Doug pointed. And share this with your friends, family, and any bourbon lovers you have in your life. Today, we finally got our hands on Elijah Craig A125, which is exciting because it has a little bit of controversy. It's one of the lowest proof barrel proofs they've done at 118.2, so 59.1. And it is one of the youngest ones they've done at 10 years, 7 months. But people seem to love it. But it also has some mixed opinions online, so I'm interested to get into this.
I am too.
But before we do, our scoring structure,
Our scoring structure, as I finally am going to get right for one video of these times, it is aroma at 25, flavor at 30, finish at 25, recommend buy again 10 points each.
For a wonderful total of 100.
And at the end of our game review, you'll see our numbers.
Total score will be over the bottle, which is an average of both of our scores.
And away we go.
Yeah.
Ow.
Wow.
That is a nice Elijah Craig nose and aroma.
That... Okay. This is going to be a reference only you and like 10 other people are going to get.
Probably.
This smells like my 2005 bottle.
Okay. I can see it.
But with more astringency because it's a higher proof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get the astringency on it because it is, it's still almost 60 proof. I kind of think 55 to 56 is a sweet spot, personally. But it smells old.
That is.
It doesn't smell... This, if you gave this to me blind, I would say this is 12 years old.
I could see where you're getting that from, yeah. That is very, very good for Elijah
Whoa.
Craig. That is one of the better Elijah Craigs I've had in a while.
I got a note I don't really like, but I'm going to let this sit for a minute before I take a second sip.
There you go.
And I'm going to do aroma real quick. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. So we take this very seriously, guys.
We try.
We do.
We fail. But let us know in the
I'm
comments.
sorry.
Because that's what we'd like to hear.
Oh,
We'd
wow. Okay.
like a little bit of drama, and eventually we will get to your comments. We know that we want to try and make sure that we can help you find a good bottle for under 50 that we recommend. We want to also let you know of some good bottles that are a little higher than 50, but still within a good justified price point.
Yeah.
And why you should, sometimes venture out of your price point and give, a bottle a shot. Penelope Toasted Rye is, of course, one of those that
I think both Penelope Toasteds are worth the price tag.
Without a shadow of doubt.
Man.
We've done that review, so please check out the other one.
Did we do a toasted review?
We might have done a toasted review.
No, I did it in a blind pour video.
We will get a toasted review out soon.
Let us know.
And we'll
let us know if you guys want us to do it.
We will be, of course.
We also talked about putting it in
the Penelope line.
We talked about doing the toasted in our favorite bottle at every price point video.
Yep.
That might be why we were getting confused. Coming soon, by the way.
It will be out. We promise. With that said.
Yeah. With that said.
We are going with our scores for this Elijah Craig. That nose is just so smooth in comparison to other Elijah Craigs.
So we're 1 point off from each other.
But okay. I can see it.
So your aroma total score?
My aroma total score is going to be 22 out of 25.
I gave it a 21 out of 25. For a barrel proof product, I would actually like a little bit more astringency on it. but I thought everything that it did bring to the table was really, really good,
There we go.
and probably in the upper like 20 or 30% of best bourbons in terms of aroma that I have.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. The flavor on this, I really actually liked it,
Mhm.
but it's still not like perfect. I gave it a 23 out of 30.
See, I would have been right there with you on the 23, but I got a little bit at the end of the flavor right before it goes in the finish, got a little bit of a sour note. So I kind of knocked a couple points off for that, but I'm still at a 21 out of 30, which is great for a barrel proof.
Oh, without a shadow of doubt.
Finish, I really hit it. I did not like it. It was sour. It stays on the back of your tongue a little bit too long. It's not entirely pleasant, but you still get some of the like oaky vanilla
There you go.
and barrel char taste you expect off Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. So I
Yep.
gave it. I'm going to lower this again. I'm going to go 16 out of 25.
There we go. Well, I kept it at an even 20 out of 25. I felt like the finish was right where I wanted it for an Elijah Craig brand
Yep.
bourbon. I did not get
I can
any of the
understand that.
funks that you got, but again, it may just be that you're getting the hit from the neck, and we just need to let it flow sometimes. Again, recommend and buy again. I gave it a 6 out of 10 for both, actually.
Okay, I have two different scores. Buy again, I gave it a 5. There are about 2 or 3 barrel proofs that I would probably buy over it,
Okay.
but I would not mind having a backup bottle of this at the price, which is typically $80.
There you go.
And recommend 7 out of 10. If you're looking to get into Elijah Craig barrel proofs, this being a lower one and a younger one, I think a lower proof and a younger one, I think is probably more approachable to a lot of people because it is under 60%, and so I would recommend it.
Without a shadow of doubt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong with Elijah Craig sometimes.
I don't think you can. I think they're very, very underappreciated.
Now, am I wrong? Do they have a port one, a port series, where they've done their bourbon and port finish after the fact, or am I
I
thinking of a
don't know.
different?
I don't know what
group?
other products, because they're one of the ones that got bought out, and there's a bunch of stuff that's made at Elijah Craig.
Mm,
There might be. I do not remember it. I know they have the toasted barrel
there we go.
finish, which is kind of hard to find,
Right.
but delicious. And the
Mhm.
toasted rye, which is also one of the only ryes I like.
There you go. Coming from Ryan.
Yep.
Rye.
hmm
With that said, is there any last comments before we let the viewers go?
I think if you were looking at the bottle and you're a Elijah Craig Barrel Proof fan and you looked at the proof and you looked at the age statement and you were like, oh, I'm disappointed in this, I would honestly still pick it up because it tastes older than it is,
Yes.
and it tastes a little bit high. It probably drinks closer to like 122, 123. It definitely drinks over 60%, and I think it's probably just as enjoyable as some of the other recent releases from Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Excellent notes. With that said, we are Rickhouse Review. I'm Doug,
I am Ryan.
and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Peace out.